Est-ce que le live est bien lancé? Je le vois pas encore. On va aller voir. Ok, oui, le live est bien lancé. On va aller voir le son. Si le son est bien correct. Ok, oui, le live est bien lancé. Ok. De toute façon, je parlerai pas trop. C'est un jeu Telltale, fait. Bon! Fait que bonjour à vous! Et surtout, ben, toi, Yohan, à qui je fais le live en particulier. Donc, petit live, comme je t'ai dit, vu que Game of Thrones, tu l'as pas, ben, je vais te le faire en live. Fait que là, ben, j'avais déjà commencé l'épisode 1 dans le temps, là, mais on va switcher de shit. Et oui, voilà. Donc, on va starter. Commencer l'épisode 1 de Game of Thrones. Donc, lui, il est plus long que les autres Game of Thrones. Là. Il y a genre. Ben, il est plus long parce qu'il y a un épisode de plus. Mais en tout cas, il y a des graphiques particuliers qui me dérangent un tout petit peu. C'est comme si genre les graphiques c'était fait par genre en peinture à l'eau, man.
The trout in the towers, the wolves dropped the fish and they all ran away. The trout, he flopped off.
On incarne, dans le fond, on va jouer plusieurs personnages de la famille des forestiers. Là.
The great Jamie Lannister, Kingslayer, Oathbreaker, brought to his knees by the men of the North.
And set free by the women. You'd think he'd done it himself the way he tells it. Lord Forrester's sword won't clean itself, you know. Make sure it's spotless this time. Lord Forrester won't be happy with blood and brain. Now that is a proper sword.
I'll have one like it myself someday.
You'll never have a sword like that. I say that as a friend. And if we're being honest, you are just a squire.
I will. You'll see.
Of course, your lordship. After you take your rightful place on the Iron Throne.
I had a hand in it, you know.
A hand in what?
Capturing him.
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent. Next he'll tell us he caught Tyrion too.
So what really happened?
Someone caught him, I suppose. Ask any man here and they'll say it was them.
You captured the Kingslayer?
Aye. Well, I had a hand in it.
Aye. A hand round his ankle as 10 others took him down.
See? What did I tell you?
I brought him to his knees.
Lord Forrester.
But not before he dragged you halfway across the battlefield on your face.
You're questioning Norrin's honor.
I'm questioning Norrin's story. It grows more far-fetched every time he tells it.
Get your liege lord some wine. Go on. It's your job.
I don't take orders from you.
No, but you take orders from him. You idiot, you're his squire. Now fetch him some wine.
Fuck you, man.
Thank you, Garrett. I'll do it. Norrin's family has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries. His honor is beyond reproach, and House Tully is forever in his debt. They've never seen a field ploughed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield. Fetch your cup. Tonight we celebrate. To Robb Stark, the King in the North!
The King
King of the North!
Tomorrow, we march march on Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the greatest honor to lead the Young Wolf's army and ride as the vanguard.
The gods have favored us. Onward to Casterly Rock!
Aye!
Death to the Lannisters!
Aye!
Iron from ice!
Aye! Gareth,
On aurait pu dire l'hiver s'en vient, genre
Yes,
comme
my
un
lord.
esti de par
I need
rapport.
you to keep an eye out for Roderick. As his father, I could not be more proud of the man he's become. On a night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
There's also the question of what's to be done with you. It's been on my mind for a while now. Something must be done.
What do you mean?
You've served House Forrester well for several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever. How shall I reward your loyalty? What can I offer you? You served me well.
Let me fight for you, my lord.
You've more than proven your ability on the battlefield. No man would question that. There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire. But you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor to see you riding by Roderick's side in the vanguard tomorrow. Not as a squire, but as the equal of any man who serves House Forrester. It's well deserved, Garrett.
Thank you, my lord. I promise. I won't let you down.
That I don't doubt. But for now, keep this between us. We're celebrating tonight. I wouldn't want the other squires to feel discouraged.
Yes, my lord.
Now go, and find Roderick if you can.
I will, my lord. Thank you.
Bloody hell.
Empty. Squire! Fetch us more wine!
Can you give me a hand? Come on. Can I get up to you?
Yeah, no problem.
I have been a squire
problem.
longer than you.
So?
I outrank you. You should help me.
Ouais. Il voulait-tu nous parler ou quoi, esti?
Fetch more wine, scrub my armor, clean my boots. Just my luck to end up with Norin while you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once. He's a drunk, a liar, and an arrogant prick.
You'd better watch your tongue, Bowen. It could be much
What
worse.
the fuck do you know about it? Nothing is worse than Norin. See, that's where you're lucky. Low expectations. If I'd grown up covered in pig shit, shovel and slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honor in the Seven Kingdoms. I suppose this beats pig farming.
Who doesn't love bacon?
Ouais. Hein?
Pig farmers.
Ta gueule.
All I'm saying is, at this rate we'll never be more than this, which is nothing. The lowest of the low. For all I know, we could be squires for life.
Y'a quelqu'un qui nous suit.
Pulling wine around a fucking wedding. What a waste of fucking time.
Give it time. You'll get there.
More easy for you to say. Maybe if my uncle were castellan at House Forrester, I'd feel different.
Who my uncle is has nothing to do with it. How much further?
It's right over there. Take your time.
You lot have drunk your share. Good thing Lord Walder's in a generous mood.
Fucking phrase.
Nice night for a wedding.
Ça, man. Ben, ceux qui ont
Nothing
écouté la
finds a way
série,
for one
ils
of
savent
these
déjà
daughters.
ce qui va se passer, là. Eh ouais.
Don't expect me to carry it for you, Sir Garrett. What? What's wrong?
Play it cool.
What's gotten into you? You're acting rather odd.
Nothing. I'm fine.
I'm so glad to hear it. I'll take the fucking flagon already.
What's wrong with him? Something the matter?
Bowen, we have to go.
You go if you're in such a rush.
Ok, man.
We have to warn the others.
Fuck you. Allez. C'est Radrick. No, 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 no. Boom.
Ready, boys!
Whoa!
Shoot that one!
Tu parles d'un écuyer, man. Boom!
Look out!
Oh la blague. J'ai plus de bouclier. Wouhou! Wouhou! Boum! Oh non, 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 non. Fuck you! On va le réparer, mon tabarnak, voilà. Ben oui, c'est une cave dans moi.
Good fucking riddance!
Garrett, did you find Roderick?
Speak up, Garrett.
Did you see him or not?
I tried to save him, but there was nothing I could do.
Where's my squire? You didn't leave him, did you? What happened to him? Speak up, boy.
I didn't leave him, but I couldn't save him.
Find a weapon, quickly!
Lui, il y a une tabarnak de grosse épée, man.
Walter Frey, you fucking traitor!
Go, my lord, while there's still time.
Oh, wait,
Seven hells.
We have to keep moving, my lord.
I'd never make it. They'll hunt us down like dogs.
Walter Frey says time, don't run
Oh, ok, il y a une autre blessure.
Guard this with your life. Return it to Ironrath, where it belongs. There's no...
Ta gueule.
I'll be damned if I let it fall into the hands of those traitors.
Walter Frey says
You have to go.
You're welcome to the fucking torch.
I will do as you command, my lord.
You have served me well. I know I can count on you. Tell your uncle... Tell him. The North Grove must never be lost. Tell no one but him. Do you understand?
You must swear.
Tell only your Uncle Duncan.
I swear that I will, my lord.
Hey, it's those foresters!
Now go. On your honor, you must do this for your house. Go!
Kill those fucking foresters! With love from Lord Frey.
Non, 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 non. Penses-tu que je vais avoir des problèmes de droit d'auteur, là, vu que la toune? Probablement. C'est ce qu'on va voir. D'où la glace naît le fer. C'est pour ça que j'ai dit ça tantôt là. Que je suis comme, hein, ça fit avec l'épisode. Un cochon? Pourquoi le cochon il est pas dans son enclos? Il y en a un qui est mort. De la fumée? C'est quoi, c'est un incendie ou c'est une cheminée du coup? Ok. La route barrée. Ok.
That's Father's car.
Il y a du monde qui rit.
Lord Bolton better give us fucking titles for this. Winter may be coming, but at least he'll have his bacon.
Tu as un autre cochon? Hey, you little
Move
fuck!
along, boy. There's nothing for you here.
Father.
I said move on.
Je rejoins mon père.
I recognize you. You're a Forester squire. Former Stark bannermen have no claim on land anymore. Or haven't you heard? The Starks are dead. Where'd you get that sword? Not a chance that sword is
From
his.
your
Must have
mama.
stolen it. Out here by himself. Probably a deserter.
None of your fucking business.
We're gonna feed you to the fucking pigs.
Ouf, grosse épée, man.
That sword's too big for you, boy.
Ouais.
You can barely pick it up.
Get off my land!
This is Bolton land now, boy. Lord Bolton is the new Warden of the North.
Fuck Bolton.
I reckon
man,
he'd like a proper lordly sword like that.
Sing!
No.
Lâche pas, dada! Je suis venu te
I'll
sauver!
have that sword, boy.
Tu veux l'avoir? Ah,
Come get it, you bastard.
ben trop fort.
Alright. Finish this fucking pig farmer. Pathetic.
Je vais aller mon épée.
You really are a pig
Quand
farmer.
même pogner la hache, c'est pas un cap. Sing! Putain, mon gros calice. L'épée, c'est grave pour toi, la cave! Ouch! Tabarnak! Ouais, il l'a kické avec sa jambe.
Mercy. Please. I beg of you. I have a family. They'll never survive without me. I have no quarrel with you. I was only
Si
following
j'avais une
orders.
famille
No, please.
de tabarnak!
Lord Whitehill will
Ça
see
c'est
you
pour les
hang for this.
cochons!
That much I promise.
Va-t'en, tapette!
Father?
Garrett, you survived. Your sister. Oh, she hid.
Ah, pas assez bien, je pense. Oh, non.
I tried to stop them.
Papa, non.
I'll kill the men who did this.
On a fait la rue. Open the gate!
It's Garrett! Get the Castellan! Tell him his nephew survived!
Garrett!
I was too late. They were already dead.
Bring the maester. Meet us in the Great Hall. Quickly!
Two Whitehill soldiers?
And a Bolton. They killed my family. And for what? My sister, she was only 8 years old.
This never would have happened with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Maester.
The blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg. Your justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you. But the Whitehills won't see it that way.
I'd do it again if I had the chance.
If we don't respond with strength, they won't stop until they have everything. These maggots ought to help prevent infection. Hold the wound open for me, would you? These are dark days, I fear. To lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal. Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
Our house will never fall.
By the gods, let's hope you're right. The future of this
Our
house is in
whole
Lord
level fall.
Ethan's hands now, although he is young and altogether
Oh my
unprepared to lead. Right. This might hurt a bit. Hold this for me, will you? I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen.
That's not how it happened. Roderick had already fallen.
Although I'd imagine Lord Forrester would sacrifice himself to save anyone from his house, high or low. Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg.
Je me suis quand même rendu. Je me suis quand même rendu ici, man.
Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
Et on va marcher. On va faire 3 fois le tour de la maison. On va checker s'il n'y a pas des choses à checker, hein? Non, il n'y a rien ici. Ok, ben il n'y a rien ici, non. On va checker ces astuces de provisions, man. Ok, je peux prendre son stock de même.
This might help.
Ok. Bon, ben man, je te prends tout ton stock. Lui, c'est un calice ou quoi? Toucher? Pourquoi je toucherais à ça? Fuck off.
You seem to be favoring it. Always sad to see a warrior lose a leg.
Mira.
Still in King's Landing, I suppose. Although,
Port-Réal.
I wonder if they'll bring her home.
C'est peut-être pas une bonne idée d'être à Port-Réal, man.
Asher. Exiled to Essos, unfortunately.
Oh. Essos.
Talia and Ethan. I suppose Lord Ethan now.
Skirion
Ryan.
Liu.
Never easy being the fourth-born son.
Il existe toujours.
Lord Forrester. It was an honor to squire for him. Gregor the Good. Roderick. He was our best warrior by far.
Ok.
I may be
Attends, je vais... Excusez-moi, je veux juste aller checker... Ah, bon, standard. Parce que, man, non, je voyais rien. Ça me tente pas de rater des affaires à cause de ça.
Mistaken. You do seem able to put weight on it.
Le drone. Qu'est-ce qu'on va bien
The
voir
Ironwood
dehors.
Grove.
Bah, j'ai fini d'explorer, je pense. Ben, pas sûr qu'il y ait d'autres choses, mais... Non, on voit. Salut, monsieur. Lui montrer l'épée. Non, c'est encore ça. Je sais pas pourquoi je lui montrerais l'épée.
Does your leg feel weak?
No. I just wanted to ask you. Can I go now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady Forrester.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what so sorry.
C'est pas grave, là, c'est pas de ta faute, non, ouais. C'est ta
Off to
faute,
bed
ton
now.
petit
Hurry
connard
on.
de bâton.
Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know. Whatever you can recall.
He was a hero, my lady. The bravest man on the battlefield by far.
Yet he was unable to save his own son.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion. But if you can remember anything, I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
He fought valiantly, my lady.
Of course he did. He was House Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed?
He asked me to return this to House Forrester. He said this is where it belongs. With his family.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response.
It's too dangerous, especially now.
Now is the time to prove our strength.
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your family.
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the White Hills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
We're the ones that should be demanding retribution. This happened on Forrester land.
They attacked me!
And they'll say they were keeping the peace in the name of House Bolton. It's an argument you cannot win. We have to be smart. Ramsay Snow will be here within the week.
And what would you have us do? Nothing.
I would have us use our heads, while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard.
My uncle's right. We need to be smart.
Smart? Eddard Stark was smart. And look where that got him. So, what's to be done?
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this. I'll accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
I'd have done the same, as any man would.
Fuck the Boltons. One of their men killed my family.
Aye. You'll say it was justice. They'll say it was murder. It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take. Which is why you cannot stay.
Cannot stay? Duncan, the boy has suffered enough.
But where would I go?
The one place beyond the reach of even House Bolton.
You're sending him to the wall? The boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons.
But
I'm afraid it's the only solution. Especially now, when the house is so vulnerable.
I'll do what's best for the house. So I'll go. I'm not afraid.
I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best.
Non, je sais, man. Sinon, on va se faire... Si on reste, c'est sûr qu'on se fait tuer, man.
That settles it then.
You can have my horse, and I'll see you have plenty of food. But we haven't much time. The White Hills will come looking for you.
C'est sûr qu'on meurt ici à cause de la gang qui s'en vient ou qu'on meurt au wall. Qu'on sait pas c'est quand qu'on... Hein? Oh! Il a disparu.
Were it up to me, I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given a chance. I would. And God's willing, someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great-uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
He promoted me. At the Twins. We were to ride in the van to Casterly Rock, and I at Roderick's side, but...
It was well-deserved, Garrett. You worked hard and served your lord with honor.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
What?
Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Sorry, you caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever.
He said tell only you.
For good reason. Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. I assume you kept your word. You haven't told anyone else, have you?
Nope.
This is important, Garrett.
Of course not. I told no one.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret. But soon, I may need your help.
But
I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house. But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help.
Ok. Anyways, je vais faire Ranger, man. Fuck off, là, que je fais genre cuisiner ou whatever.
Remember, you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the wall will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll be strong.
I know you will.
Garrett, wait! Be safe.
Je pense que j'avais arrêté de jouer là. Ah, parce que j'ai pas eu de trophée encore.
Ethan? Ethan! I couldn't find him. Could you? He hides
Ok,
too well.
il est là,
And if
c'est
he was
lui,
smart,
Rion.
he would reveal himself. I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him. Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
I win!
Congratulations, your lordship.
Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it. He was worried you were gone. I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick. I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and... Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too. Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you. I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
Garrett is strong. He can take care of himself.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge. Everyone's worried about you. But I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself.
He doesn't know me, or what I'm capable of.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know, but I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword, like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah. Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training. He never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them.
Je veux pas changer, mais
it's for you to decide for yourself.
I may have to change.
I'd rather have my brother than a lord.
I'll have to have both, I'm afraid.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once.
That's not how it works.
Well, that's how it should work. You are the lord.
Kev.
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with
Ils ont
us.
tous des accents d'Angleterre, man.
He's demanding an
British.
audience
Ben, pas
with the
tous,
Lord.
mais
We really
Gareth
must
en
go.
avait un, Ethan en a
It's
un.
your decision. You are the Lord.
If I were lord, I would command Ethan to stay with his
Je vais
family.
l'accompagner. man.
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
Arrêtez de faire vos estis de bébés, là. Je suis rendu un lord. Faut que je me comporte en lord.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume
what?
you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash.
I can handle Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
Jamais, man, je vais me mettre à genoux devant ces caves-là, man. Je préfère crever que d'être la bitch de ce monsieur-là.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house.
Thank you, Lord Whitehill.
My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life.
I may be young, but I'm not so easily fooled. You're trying to rile me, but it won't work.
Young? You are that boy. Too young to know when you're in over your head.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
And no bread and salt. What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You
T'es déjà
bloody
gros,
amateur.
là. En plus, tu veux de la
No
bouffe.
courtesies. I should have expected as much. Bloody foresters.
Fetch Lord Whitehill some bread and salt.
Ouais.
It was an oversight, Lord Whitehill. I promise it won't happen again.
Not likely. You foresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries. You cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
That's enough, Lord Whitehill.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
Garrett was only defending himself.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men.
Oh,
And
ouais.
a pig farmer
Ah ouais,
at that.
tes hommes ont été
How do
tués
you
par
answer
un
for
éleveur
your
de cochons,
squire,
man.
Lord Ethan? He acted in
Je l'ai
your
envoyé au
name,
wall.
and you are the lord of this house.
He was defending his family as any man would. But your men murdered them all.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
He was sent to the wall.
Who the fuck sent him to the wall? Answer me! Who's the one who did it?
I did.
What? That was my justice to deliver, boy. And you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton.
Mais c'est au moins le
What kind
cave.
of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
This is over, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own, that the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
Do as you like, Lord Whitehill.
I was wrong about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
C'est sûr, man, ça va mal se passer. Quand Ramsay va arriver, là...
Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Helena.
Ok. Là, on joue la grande sœur.
Ethan made this for me.
Ah, Ethan.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him.
Oh.
What a strange place, Essos.
Essos, c'est l'endroit où il y a... Calici, me semble que ça s'en va là-bas à un moment donné. De l'autre bord de la mer.
Father.
Ben, je pense qu'il y a déjà...
Much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Elle est tellement pas à une bonne place, man. Port-Réal, jamais j'irai là-bas. Ben trop peur de me faire tuer.
Wonders Made by Man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday. King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Une lettre de maman? Hello?
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
One moment.
Hello?
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
Bon, c'est correct.
No, it's fine. Come in.
What is you? Donne-moi les mains sales.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right?
On dirait... Ah, il met du
If
charbon.
you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm just worried about my family.
Ah, letter from home, is it?
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, milady. You've always been kind to me.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie?
Ça a bien de l'air.
I may be wrong,
Là,
but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends.
Je sais pas,
I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but
Why are you telling me this?
I heard them arguing about House Forrester and...
House Forrester?
I thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken.
Non, non,
I hope you're not in any kind of trouble.
je sais pas.
Most people don't tend to notice a
je
cold
pense que c'est pas ce qui
not
se
in
passe.
King's
là.
Landing with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
Bye. Oh, hello?
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
Ever fucked. C'est sûr, c'est sûr.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
My family wrote me, my lady.
I don't doubt they must be overcome with grief. But you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself.
What does she intend to do?
She intends to make you miserable, knowing that will make me miserable as well. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her.
Je pense qu'avec ça,
I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask.
Lécher le cul, là.
I knew I could
genre,
trust you.
j'écarte son cul pour la licher, là.
Tell her what she wants to hear.
Ouais, je vais le dire en plein ça. Juste ce qu'elle veut entendre.
See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
Oh, je m'excuse. Ou peut-être elle va s'en rendre compte, je sais pas.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Let's do this! Let's rock! J'ai pas eu de trophée encore, ça veut dire que j'ai déjà tout fait ça, man. Mais... ça veut dire que l'épisode il va être long. Ah, esti, man! Moi, à midi, je vais me coller de la bouffe, là, fait que... je vais faire une petite pause au pire.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
C'est Tyrion!
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace?
Tyrion, il est hot.
With
Ça,
your
elle est
permission,
pas hot.
allow me
Elle,
to
c'est une
introduce
bitch.
Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Of House Forrester.
Well?
Je vais m'agenouiller, tiens.
Your
Ah
Grace.
oui. Elle aime ça.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is. The girl can speak for her house.
Yes, Your Grace. To the one true king.
The one true king. Yet she didn't say which.
Ta gueule, Tyrion!
She only meant...
I don't care what she meant. I care what she said. I won't stand for impertinence from a girl of the North.
If you would give her the chance to explain...
Perhaps she can explain why the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark for centuries. A house of traitors.
On va dire qu'elle a raison, ok? Elle va aimer ça.
Yes, Your Grace. They are traitors.
The Starks were your liege lord, yet you name them traitors so easily. Is it any wonder you were so impertinent to ask which king deserves your loyalty, if you have any loyalty at all? Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent, and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
There are limits, Your Grace.
Perhaps, but not if your house faces potential ruin.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I'm sure she regrets it.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
J'aurais dû dire je la juge pas, man.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she would...
Let the girl answer the question. Go on.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games. Who do you choose?
I must choose Marjorie, Your Grace.
Clearly your handmaiden does not have her priorities straight.
Shut the fuck up.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging.
I fuck you. J'ai juste dans la face, pis go.
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Hello?
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
You were brave to declare your loyalty to Lady Marjorie. No doubt she was pleased, but Cersei, she will not soon forget what you said. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining. But it certainly wasn't what Cersei was expecting.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
As you should. And of course she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard. not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure Ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Thank you for the advice, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Je pense qu'il nous reste encore, ouais, il nous reste encore un bout de temps.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
I'd rather not discuss it, if you don't mind.
Of course not. It must have been horrible. But at least it's over now. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah?
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour, which I doubt is Dornish for wife.
Put it back.
We're just having a bit of fun. That's probably for the best. I've heard he's a bit perverse. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
Jamais.
He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
I'd be willing to marry, but not Joffrey.
Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms.
Ouais, c'est ça.
I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well? Sarah?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was rather disappointed by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Non, on n'a pas demandé son...
My mother wanted me to ask a favor of you. For my family.
C'est genre la
But as you
bitch de
said,
Cersei.
you're in a delicate position now with the wedding so near.
And I would never want to jeopardize that.
Soon I will be queen. And maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now we must both be cautious.
Of course, my lady. You're right. Better to wait.
J'ai pas eu de trophée encore. Ça, je l'ai fait. Attendez, ok. Je vais aller voir. On va aller voir. Bon. Ok, épisode 1. Ah, ok, l'épisode 1, je l'ai fini. Puis épisode 2, je l'ai fini. Ok, fait j'ai fait épisode 1 et épisode 2. Ok. Bon. C'est pas pire, je me rappelle genre même pas de l'épisode 1. Fait que... Il y a des bouts que je m'en rappelle dans l'épisode 2.
Let's play a little game, shall we?
C'est Ramsey.
Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat? Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets, but the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now.
Peekaboo!
How much further is it to these foresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh! Listen. There. Hear that? I know I heard something. Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Bon, tout le eu sur son pouce. On va aller voir le dos. On voit déjà qu'il manque de la peau, man. C'est sûr qu'ils l'ont écorché. Il check comme ça le drapeau, man. Et voilà.
Bloody hell.
C'est un esti de fucké, man, Ramsey. Gordon Ramsay, lol.
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester Lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good.
He was fair and wise, and courageous in battle.
I want to be like that, like my father.
Your father was well regarded by nearly everyone. It took years, if not decades, to earn. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move! Summon the Lord! We need his judgment.
I've done nothing wrong! I was only trying to survive!
Lord Ethan. Maester.
Who is this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed! We all fucking know it!
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Why did you do it?
Because I've no wish to die. Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks true.
I've a family to feed, and not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Leave the poor man alone!
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter.
We are in this together.
You say that, but it won't be you who's starving come winter.
You'll address him as Lord.
Arrête de le frapper! Ouais, je sais qu'il me parle à... Tu parles à un lord, mec. Chris, je veux avoir une conversation.
Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it is.
Men need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
Ah, mais je veux pas faire...
Send him to the war.
Je veux pas qu'ils soient loyaux avec moi parce qu'ils ont peur.
I will decide.
Send him to the wall. Take his fingers. He's a thief. If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord. Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
Our house tends to its people. See, this man is paid and his family is fed.
Lord Ethan, you are truly a merciful and noble lord.
My lord, this man is a criminal. A brazen thief.
He still serves House Forester and deserves our protection.
He's a rat in our grain stores.
My lord, we must speak about our gold reserves. Soon.
My lord, I thank you for the mercy you've shown me. I will never forget my debt to you and to this house.
Bon, ça c'est
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due. Not just yourself, of course.
It's a lord's duty, so I did it.
You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side.
Ouais, là, je prendrais
Someone you
pas...
can rely on, no matter the circumstance.
But Maester, that is what the small council is for.
My lord, you of all people should know that too
Je vais
many
prendre
voices
Duncan,
muddy the
man.
message.
Fuck, c'est
That
Royland.
is why there is one lord above all.
Genre...
And so there must be one advisor
C'est
above the
correct
rest.
de
There are two
garder la tête
capable men for
haute,
the
genre,
role.
face aux ennemis, mais là,
They both want the
c'est
job.
un Forester,
neither
là,
thinks very highly of the
partie
other.
de notre
How do I
house.
decide between them?
On va
Talk
quand même
to
pas
them.
tuer le monde de notre
Solicit
propre
the opinion
maison,
of people
genre,
close to
si
you.
on est déjà en train de crever.
Here, The
qu'on
bracer
se
of the
soutienne
sentinel.
entre nous.
The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your sentinel will wear this for all to see.
Ouais, mais si je prends Sir Duncan, il va tout le temps vouloir que je reste...
Come
que
speak with me when you're ready
je
to
sois
convene the small
gentil
council,
avec
my
les
lord.
autres, pis tout. Ah, je sais que si on le fait sur Duncan, ça va tout le temps être des affaires genre de stratagème, ben genre des affaires un peu plus subtiles.
Sword up! Swing left! Parry! Wrong! I didn't know
Sir
dogs
Royland,
could hold swords.
A word?
Of course, my lord.
I have
Le
many
gars, il est
decisions
donc
to
bien
make.
droit.
I wanted your advice. I need to name a sentinel.
Ah, you do. And it's good you came to me. I know this house, and everyone here knows me. They know I can hold the reins, or wield the sword in equal measure. I'm the man you need. And might I remind you, it was Duncan Tuttle who sent Garrett to the wall. He undermined your authority, and made you look weak to the White Hills. I would never do that to you. And if you pardon me saying so, I think your father would be proud. Seeing you make good choices as a young lord.
I haven't made my decision yet. But I appreciate your opinion.
So, when will you declare your decision, my lord?
Tonight, at the small council meeting.
Very good. I trust your judgment, my lord.
Ouais. Je sais pas ce que j'ai choisi dans mon autre game.
Slash and parry again.
On va aller voir Duncan voir.
Duncan,
Yes, my lord.
I have much to consider and face a difficult decision.
Perhaps I can help. Your father often sought my counsel.
As Lord, I must name a sentinel.
Of course. And if I may ask, who do you favor for the role? Perhaps I can share my insight. And talking can sometimes help you make a decision.
Would you want to be the sentinel?
More than you can imagine, my lord. With all due respect for Sir Royland, there's no one better suited to the role than me.
Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate your advice.
I'm at your service, my lord.
Bon, on va y aller avec Duncan.
I've decided to name you as my sentinel. Congratulations.
Why, thank you, my lord. I'm honored. But are you sure?
Yes, of course. I'm convinced you're the man for the job.
Then I accept. But first, you must summon the small council, my lord, to make it official.
Right. I'll tell Maester Ortengrin to do it at once.
On va bien voir où que ça va nous mener. Je t'avais donné mon sous-marin. Ça va être bon.
Yes, Lord Ethan. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
You may sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you. Duncan, Royland, This house needs you both.
But you can only choose one, my lord.
Let him be on with it.
Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision.
Je peux le donner à lui ou à... Ok.
Duncan Tuttle, you will be my sentinel.
Là, il va pogner une heure, là, c'est sûr.
This is reckless. Lord Ethan has made his choice. I will not disappoint you, my lord.
Now, Sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
Our scouts say he's only a day's ride from here. We've no time to waste.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls. Ignore Sir Royland. You named me Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the bloody small council.
Enough! Would my father have stood for this kind of bickering? Neither will I.
Sir Royland is clearly able and ready to take up arms, but the rest of our soldiers are not. We need to take a cunning approach. Diplomacy can be a sharper instrument than a sword.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand.
Gentlemen, please.
We all must agree on the plan. We cannot leave until we have a consensus.
Ugh.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough!
On va avoir recours à la diplomatie.
My new sentinel favors a certain approach, and I agree. I shall use diplomacy.
Je me battrai pas avec Ramsay.
I would be foolish to pick a fight without negotiating first. I'll offer our allegiance and try to reach a reasonable agreement.
If you aren't ready for a fight, you're bound to lose when one breaks out.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival. Invite him into this hall, and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
Ramsay Snow is no lord. That's absurd. You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Ironrath. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
Lord Ethan?
Je le fais patienter ou je le fais rentrer? Je sais pas pourquoi je le ferais patienter, là. Genre, pour lui montrer quoi, est-ce qu'on a 3 soldats, genre?
A wise move, my lord.
It's careless. Can't you see Tuttle is steering you wrong?
That's enough, Royland. Lord Ethan has given his command.
How many years have I served this house? I cannot listen to that bloody idiot anymore. Forgive me, my lord, but you are not ready to be lord of this house. You're likely to get us all killed.
Sit down at once.
Apologies, my son. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow in the Great Hall, and we will not offer our ironwood.
And don't worry, Lord Ethan. I will stand beside you, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
My lord, I have fought for this family for many years. Do not forget that.
Je sais, man. T'inquiète là, c'est pas contre toi. C'est toi qui est pas content.
There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. What about your brother, Asher?
You want to bring him back?
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister.
Yes, I hear what you're saying.
Ouais, faut qu'il vienne.
Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities, but you do not have that anger inside you. It's something we could use.
I'm not like that, but I don't need to be, do I?
No, but you need someone who is standing beside you.
Ouais, moi je serais d'accord pour le ramener. Là.
I'm trying to do what's best for this family. What this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
Ouais, c'est chill.
Fine. Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
Thank you, Ethan. I'm glad you will let me do this. Know that you never stand alone. You are a forester. Mira stands with us.
C'est comme dans Naruto, le Live Village. On n'abandonne jamais un comrade, à part Garrett. Mais là, on n'avait pas le choix, c'est scripté.
Milady.
You?
Begging your pardon, milady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
How long have you been waiting there?
Not long.
Ok, tout le monde, petite pause. Je vais commander ma bouffe et je reviens sur pas long.
I was just passing by when I saw you emerge from Lady Marjorie's room. I hope you saw. I was right before.
Je vais juste
about
aller
Lady
voir
Marjorie
si
and Queen Cersei.
on entend.
I just want you to
S'il y
know.
a pas eu de problème.
I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
How can you help me? My
Je sais pas
problems
si le son
can't
est
be
trop
solved by
fort ou
what
pas.
you might overhear.
Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies.
Ok,
Hopefully
non.
I've proven
Le
I can
son
be
est
useful to you.
parfait.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who... People who'd be willing to help you.
Ok. Bon. En fait, là, je
Where's Sir
vais...
Royland? He should be here.
Je vais couper...
The man values pride more than
Ah,
honor.
je sais comment finir
We'll do
l'épisode 1,
without
je
it.
viens de m'en rappeler.
And without King's Landing.
Ouais,
I know you'd hoped Mira could help us. But I'm
je
confident we've
vais...
enough strength of our own.
Je vais sûrement refaire une pause tantôt,
Your men
mais que ma
stand
bouffe
ready
arrive.
to act
Je
if
vais finir
needed.
mon épisode, puis je vais bouffer après.
Our plan is a good one. It will work so long as everyone does their part.
Ok, ouais. Peu importe qu'est-ce qui se passe, man, je sais comment ça se finit. Ah, lui, man.
Isn't this a
Tellement
lovely
content
pile
qu'il
of
soit
timber?
mort.
Not the place I'd want to be if there was a fire.
Ironwood is near impervious to flame, my lord.
Is it?
May I introduce Lord Ramsay of House Bolton, son of Roose Bolton? Although a bastard, Lord Ramsay has the full authority of the Warden of the...
Ouais, c'est ça, tu dis pas ça. Le cave.
Who is this little boy? Is he lost?
Lord Ramsay, welcome to Ironrath.
Aren't you the little lord? Lord Whitehall told me you were young. This... Look at you.
A token for the new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forrester Ironwood.
Carved by our most skilled craftsmen.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much.
No one can match our skill.
Is that so? Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could learn...
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently. Look at that. More Forresters.
Lord Ramsay?
Come out where I can see you.
We really must focus on the business at hand.
Lord Ramsay, I understand you've come here for assurance of our fealty.
Fuck fealty. We came here for justice.
We'll get to your justice. First, let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words are wind. Anyone can say they're loyal.
Pour ma famille.
My lord.
Ha! That wasn't so hard now, was it?
Ouais, mais c'est juste se mettre à genoux, ça veut absolument rien dire.
I don't care about your loyalty. The Crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields, chamber pots. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar.
Ouais, ça peut faire marcher notre économie, man.
That wouldn't reflect well on me.
We will double our efforts for your father, my lord.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust her, Forrester. They murdered our men.
It was Forrester Squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton. Yet your man lived.
He was within his right. They killed his family.
His right? He killed a loyal soldier in my father's army. Then you welcomed me into your hall like a proper lord, hoping I wouldn't linger outside long enough to notice your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do. So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone. The Whitehills will be taking control of your Ironwood from this day forward.
What? What? The Ironwood? But...
That is our livelihood. Then you'd better well find another fucking job.
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't?
Ben, comment travailler le
We are
bois-là?
talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down.
We have loyal craftsmen who make the finest weapons. The Whitehills have no such craftsmen.
Why?
Do you want Ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little lord does have a point. We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your Ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before.
Why?
To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
At Ironrath, that we cannot abide. Ethan.
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And make sure there's no more trouble.
This will cause more trouble, not less.
Not for me.
J'avoue que...
You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Griff will lead the garrison.
You have no right. Whitehills have no place here.
Lads, do make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Duncan, don't.
Non, c'est ça, là.
Look at this, little Forester. You're not frightened, are you?
Lord Ramsay, please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Oh, twins. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen. I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
Enough, Lord Snow.
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Hey.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go.
She's quite pretty, your sister. We'd get along well.
Hey, fuck you, man. Touche pas à ma sœur.
I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the bold lord?
Ethan! No!
What have you done?
No!
But I don't want a bold lord. Far too much trouble.
Ethan! Ethan! No! No!
Even though you did bend the knee.
My son.
I think we've come to an understanding.
Lord Ethan!
I certainly feel better about all this.
What have you done?
Voilà.
However, the Foresters need to keep their end of the bargain. Take the boy as your ward. Kill him if they give you any trouble.
Brian!
Lovely meeting all of you. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Somebody help him!
Fetch the mason quickly!
You brought this on yourself.
Mama!
Stop!
Don't let him take me!
Let it go!
Stop them! Help me! Brian,
Stop
please!
it!
Let me go! Brian! Do something!
Ethan? My son.
He dead, là. You can't do nothing. He dead. Votre histoire a commencé prochainement dans Game of Thrones.
Ethan sacrificed himself for us all. He saved Talia's life. He'll be remembered as Ethan the Brave.
This house needs a leader. Lord Ethan named me Sentinel. I will lead this house.
My sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son, and you flat out refused.
We can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone. There are those who will fight for us. Those who hold House Forrester above all other loyalties. Those who will not stop until Ethan is avenged. Until Ryan is home again, our house will not fall. We will be ready.
Nothing comes without a cost, my lady. Are you prepared for what might happen?
Bon, vous et 34,2% avaient abandonné Bowen, je m'en calisse. Vous et 37,6% avaient juré fidélité à Marjorie. L'autre, c'est juré fidélité à Cersei, je pense. Avait libéré Eric. C'est qui, Eric? Ah, ok, l'affaire des 3 choix. Je pense que, genre, la plupart du monde l'ont libéré. Puis les 2 autres choix, il n'y a pas grand monde qui l'ont fait. Parce que les 2 autres choix ensemble, c'est 51,4. Fait que ça. Avait choisi Duncan comme sentinelle, puis avait reçu Ramsay, nanana. Ok. Ok, fait que ça c'est pas grave. Ça, le monde qui joue Mira, eux, ils la jouent lèche-cul. Plus que moi j'avais prévu de le faire. Après, le monde qui ont joué Ethan, ils ont joué méchant. Ben, ils ont joué gentil, je veux dire. Ok. Bon, ben, c'est tout. C'est tout pour l'épisode 1. Là, on est quoi aujourd'hui? On est mercredi, hein? Ok. Fac. Je vais faire l'épisode 2. Peut-être à soir, si on fait pas un épisode de Walking Dead, moi et Johan. Sinon, ça va aller à jeudi. Jeudi, environ vers la même heure qu'aujourd'hui, là, vers 11h. Sinon, ouais, ça va sûrement être à soir ou demain. Vendredi, peut-être. Mais en tout cas, c'est pas grave. J'espère que je vais pas avoir des droits d'auteur pour la vidéo. Ça serait quand même chiant. Mais bon. Donc, on va être rendu à l'épisode 2. L'épisode 2 que j'ai déjà fait... sur mon autre game, mais je me rappelle plus pantoute, je me rappelle juste de l'épisode 1. J'étais sûr que Ethan il crevait dans l'épisode 2. Mais finalement, je me suis rappelé avant que non. Donc c'est ça. Fait que mes choix, ben vous les avez vus. On se retrouve très prochainement pour l'épisode 2. Donc